And so I really felt like if it wasn't for our church family, if it wasn't for the Lord and Him just grabbing our attention, we would have went through that divorce again. So I'm very, very thankful. If you are struggling in your marriage right now, and if the only option is divorce, I beg you to get on your knees and pray and ask God to help you. He is the only one that can help you. You know, yes, counseling helps, and yes, all of that stuff helps, but God essentially is the only one that can help your marriage. He has to be the center of your marriage. He has to be your rock. He is that third string in your marriage. Like there's a, I think it's a poem or something, like a 3-chord, oh no, it's in the Bible. A 3-chord strand cannot be broken. And, you know, during that time, there was a bunch of things just, you know, we were overwhelmed with a lot of things, with serving, you know, different outings. There was just so much stuff that this is how I felt. And it just got too much that it went, and I felt like I was having a nervous breakdown or something. But, you know, I had to remove myself from a lot of things. I removed myself, you know, almost from the church. I kind of stepped back away. I stepped down from serving. I stepped back from friendships. I put those on hold. You know, I needed to focus on me and God and my husband and my family, because we were falling apart. That's the only way I could put it. Yes, we're Christians, and if there are things in your life and in your marriage that are not that you don't deal with, it's not gonna get better. You have to deal with it. And so this took precedence over my life. Everything else, I could just wait. You know, because my marriage essentially is important. When I put my head on my pillow, you know, what it comes down to is God and my family. Everything else, work, friendships, whatever, serving, that all can wait. God will take care of those things. Worry about your family. And your relationship with the Lord, number one, for sure. So it was a rocky couple of months. It's only April right now. But, you know, from September, or I think it was summer, August, July, something like that, is when it pretty much started. And you know, we've come a long way since then. I didn't think a couple of months ago that we were ever going to get to where we are today, but it took work. It took elbow grease. It took, you know, a lot of things. And it took time. It took sacrificing. I am a prideful person. Sometimes I call myself a stubborn mule. A friend of mine told me that one time. I thought that was just so, like, right on. We can be, as wives, stubborn mules sometimes when we want, because we're controlling. We want things our way, or certain ways, or whatever. So today, I am just so thankful and elated at what God has done in our marriage, even just a few months ago. Even from, you know, where we are today. And I know He's going to use that for good. You know, all things work together for good for those who love God and are called according to His purposes. I've said this before. I said it, you know, all of that we've gone through, if it helps just one marriage, if we can help save one marriage from divorce, it was all worth it. All the pain, all the sorrow, all of that, worth it. Don't let Satan destroy your marriage. Do everything you can with everything you have. Surrender it to God and let him control your marriage. Give it to him and it will blossom. It will flourish. There is no way that I can say here today, without God. He has done some amazing things these past couple of months. And I won't ever let anyone or anything take that from us. So today I encourage you, if you've fought with your husband or you're disagreeing on something, put your pride aside. Cast it away. Get on your knees. Pray. Ask God to take control over your marriage. Surrender it to him. And he will, I promise you, he will. If you let him, you have to have a willing heart. You have to want this. Because if you don't, it's not going to last. So I thank my church. Oh my gosh, I love my church and the staff, the counseling staff. We have an amazing counseling staff, and that's another recommendation if it's just to the point of where divorce is the only thing. And even if your husband doesn't want to go get counseling, you go. I mean, I still go every now and then. Just of certain, whatever it is, if you're having just a difficult time with dealing with something or you don't know how to deal with something, that's what our church is there for, to help us, to come. They undergird us and they are there for us. And so utilize those tools that God has given you at church. Thank you for listening to part 3. Sorry that was a little difficult, but I just want you to know too that you are not alone. You are not alone. Don't ever think you're alone. Don't ever think that you are not loved. I pray for you. I'll pray for you. I'm praying for those marriages that are rocky because I know what it's like. I've been there. And I'm not saying that I know it all because I don't know it all. I don't, but I can share with you my testimony and what I've been through. And so I'm just going to, be posting different things on our marriage. And I don't know how far I'm going to go to just different details or whatever it is. But I'm here to help you. And so thank you so much. If you are struggling in your marriage and you want prayer, you can even leave me an anonymous comment. And I don't need to know your name. I don't need to know your situation. God knows. And that's all who needs to know. So thank you for stopping by and listening to my video. This is not me. It's all the Lord. I'm just sharing my testimony, my story with you. And I just hope it helps. Maybe encourage you or uplift you and let you know, God's going to see you through this. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And so, thank you. God bless you, and I hope to see you soon. You don't know why. Look into the eyes of the broken.